Today I'm at Frontier Mall here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I want to show you guys the new arcade that actually opened here next to Baumgar's. Baumgar's is over here in this end space. No, you can't see it because of the pop machine. Did a video there actually a while back as well, but this arcade is definitely bigger than anything I recall seeing in my life here in town, and it might be one of the bigger ones that Cheyenne's ever had, if not the biggest. I don't know on that just because I haven't done the research, but it's definitely big. It's different than other arcades I've been in, but there's also similarities too. So let's go ahead and take a look, shall we? Here's the front of the space. They did do a little bit of repainting out here. Obviously they put up their tilt sign. Also have the Wyoming link out here. I do want to take a look around the space and show you guys what all is here. This is definitely on another level compared to anything I've seen in Cheyenne in my life. Now I've been around for a little over 2 decades now, so I've been around for a little while. I've heard there was stuff in the 80s that was maybe kind of on this level, but I don't know because I haven't done the research in that respect. I haven't experienced it obviously either. They have this actual mini bowling, so this is not skee ball, this is, or ice ball some of them call it. This is actually mini bowling. So you actually have mini bowling balls that look like huge marbles, and you actually have this. I really want to end up doing this here shortly. I actually need to see about grabbing a card, take you guys on some of the games here, but all kinds of stuff here that I just have not really seen in an arcade. I think this is definitely on another level. I don't think I've really seen huge basketball hoops like this. I don't think I've seen Connect 4 hoops or this dodgeball thing. I don't think I've really seen that. This is definitely on a totally different level. There are multiple different kiosks, so there's one here, there's a couple others. I think you can also go up to the counter and actually pay that way to get a card. They do have this machine that seems to do Pac-Man and Galaga, something like that. It is a 2-player machine. I have seen a 4-player version of this before, but they went for the 2-player one, which is okay. Still cool. They do have all the pushers. So these ones are more of a ball pusher, but there are coin pushers as well. These, I believe, work by you scanning the card and then you have to actually tap the button. It's a little bit different than old school ones where you actually would stick the coin in and actually let it drop down. It's a little bit different for sure, but they do still have quite a few of those in this space. Coming over this way, they do have a basketball area as well. With hoops. This one is a little bit smaller. This is what I'm kind of used to seeing in an arcade. And then they do have the ice ball over here as well. So they do actually have the normal quote-unquote skee ball. I call it skee ball, but there's different names for it. I know other people call it the ice ball like that one is or whatever. And of course they have the cranes. Now the cranes, some of these are kind of standard size. They're not anything too crazy, but you do have a huge one that you could pretty easily fit a man inside of, for sure. And they have really big prizes in here, apparently. Obviously, they have the Hello Kitty things there. And they do have rolls of tickets, apparently, which is kind of interesting to me. Pretty cool to say, I suppose, is the way I want to put it. They have another one over here as well. And in addition, they do have the normal air hockey, of course, so they do have 2 of these as well. They're a little bit different than one I played in downtown Cheyenne, but they're very similar to what I remember being at the old arcade over in the food court here in the mall a very long time ago, the Time Out Family Amusement place, which that place was a lot smaller than this. So even though this particular tilt is on the small end for tilt arcades, A lot of tilts are 50,000 to over 200,000 square feet. This one is a single level. It's about a little over 14,000 square feet. It's about the third-ish smallest. In my research, it appeared to be the third smallest arcade, besides a couple others that were a little bit smaller than this in the tilt realm. But for Cheyenne, this is huge. I'm gonna go ahead and load up on a card, and I want to try and have a little bit of fun, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna try to do a 20. I think this thing will take cash. How do I do that? Ah, it is touchscreen, okay. Purchase new card. Okay, so $10 gives you 50 points. I don't know if it'll come out. We got 20 for 100, 30 for 150, 50 for 250, and then you also have the 75 for 375 or 100 for 500. I'm gonna end up doing the 21 though. So I'm gonna do 20 and cash, and now it should take it. We'll take it. I'm not sure. Ah, the card came out right here. And there's the receipt. It's interesting how it says embed at the top. I may have to blur some info out. I'm not sure. If I do, I do. So I think the first thing I actually want to do is say about going through the bowling. Of course, this is probably two-player, technically. So I don't know how that's going to go. Maybe I'll have to just be both players. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. So I do want to show you how this works. So I tapped it. 75 points remaining. Don't cross the foul line. Do not touch the ball on the return rail. Do not put your hand between the two balls on the racks. And do not put your head or hands near the hole from which the ball comes out, which all makes sense. So we'll click it, and that should accept it. And looks like it's gonna put us on player one. Oh, I see, so you can actually do single player. So the other person would have to scan their card, and then you have player one. So I can't actually do this one-handed, which is good for one person. It kind of looks like these balls don't really have a finger hole, so you actually would have to kind of just do it like this, I suppose. That was three of them, almost all of them. Ooh, got that end one. I see the Wyoming Leafs doing another interview. Knocked off the back ones. Not hitting any strikes yet, but whoa, almost a strike, almost. Got one more on the end there. Oh yeah, there we go. Knocked them all down. All but two of them. Looks like there's still a ball down there that needs to roll off. There it goes. Is that it? That might be it on that one. I think it is. Interesting how they have a Hall of Fame thing on there. I've never done mini bowling until now, so that was really cool to actually finally do that. So these ones, I like how they actually built. This is like an actual little go-kart type of thing, which matches the vibe, I think, for sure. And they also have this one though that looks more like a off-roady type of one. I'm not sure which one I'll do yet. You'll know soon enough. This one also interests me because it has, I guess you lean on it? I don't know. I have no idea how this one works. It does turn. Okay, so those turn. I don't know if that leans necessarily, but that's still cool. So it looks like this one takes 10 points, I guess? Something like that? I don't know. Did I not hit it? There we go. So I don't know what to expect on this one. So the pedals right here. I guess this does feel like a go-kart. Whoa, this vibrates. Whoa, I was not expecting that. Whoa. I was not expecting this. Whoa. Whoa, I can't even. I don't even know how to do this here. Do not know. Holy moly. Wow. I've never seen this before. This is different. Gosh, I actually want to. Hold on, man. I gotta hop off for a minute and show this. So I have no idea if you can see it over. This thing actually. I've never had one that actually vibrates. So I wonder if this one. Wonder if that one air vibrates. It's okay, I suck too.
Oh my god.
So I went on this thing. When I went on it, I wasn't expecting that it was gonna like rattle and move around. It was not at all my expectation. When I figured out that was happening, that's where I put the camera off to the side and got a clip of how it was moving. Like, I've never seen that at all ever in an arcade anywhere in the earth. Like, seriously, nowhere. Hold up, Jack. There is actually technically one place in Cheyenne that did actually have a moving device, but it wasn't nearly this aggressive. That was the kiddie coaster at Frontier Mall. When I was a kid in the 2000s, in front of the Christopher and Banks, there were 4 different rides. I remember a train one, a car one, I can't remember what the other one was, and then there was a kiddie coaster. These ones would move based on whether you were going around a curve, up a hill, down a hill, or whatever, and they would lean in that direction. Now, I don't remember actually trying the kiddie coaster as a kid, but I do remember observing other people use it. And it was actually kind of fascinating to me how it moved, but it definitely was not nearly as aggressive as what you have here. Plus, it wasn't something where you could really interact with the coaster itself. It was more of just a video of a coaster that you watched as the machine moved around. Whereas here in Tilt, you actually have an interactive experience that actually moves based on what you do. And that specifically is not something I have seen too often, if ever, in my life. All the ones I do, I am familiar with the like retro games where it is no movement whatsoever. You might feel vibration in the wheel or chair, but that's it. This is on another level. Technically, when I was a kid, I also did these motorcycle ones where you would actually lean to turn, but that's still human manipulated. It's not like these where there's actually machine manipulation happening. Now, the good thing is the chairs do actually scoot back a little bit, but only so far. I might put this video clip into the post part of the video. Maybe I'll edit it in somehow. I just want to show you that you can actually adjust the seat on many of these. So you can do these on the go-kart as well as the monster truck ones. These ones don't seem to have any kind of adjustment like that I can see. But of course you're going to be standing on them anyway. So yeah, just throwing that out there. So you can adjust it and get it to the right position. Okay, I'm hoping and praying that this thing stays still and doesn't fall. I don't like this angle it's at. You guys can't tell. The camera is angled funny, and I really hope it doesn't fall. It's not a super steep angle, but it's a little bit of an incline. So we're gonna try. Hope and pray. that is totally on another level. I've never done something like that at all. That is on another level. I can't even describe it. Like, I hope the video does do justice, but I don't know if it will. Like, it's totally different. Good.
Which one?
Well, I guess I'll do this one. Thank you. I guess I gotta go find somewhere to eat this now. All right, so I had some cake, kind of off camera, but I did have some cake. They have the cake as part of the opening. They're also giving away these bowls as part of this. So I guess the rest of today, I think they're still gonna have the bowls as long as they're available. It is starting to get just a little busier here. I do want to do some more games though. So I think I'm gonna put this in the car so I don't drop it because it's a little too big to fit in my pocket, and to continue the adventure in here. Oh. Man, I saw that ball hit you. Uh-oh. I think I gotta do a game of Pac-Man. So it's Galaga or Pac-Man. And I apologize if there's a little bit of weird distortion going on because of the digital screen. Oops. I can't answer the phone right now. I did not get that. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wow, they speed up. Where am I? Oh, there I am. They're gonna try to get me. Oh no! Ah no! I think I got one more life. Yay, I made it. I made it past round 1. I probably won't make it past round 2. I bet you I won't, but we'll try. Oh my goodness, these guys are fast. Oh crap. I think that might be my last life. I have to insert another 25 cents. I see. I see. At home, I actually do have a different kind of a Pac-Man game. I think they call it Pac-Man 256. It's on the Steam browser, and you can actually like have an infinite type of scroll. To some extent, there is a limit because of the limit of programming. It's not different than traditional Pac-Man like that, and of course, there is the experience of actually using a physical console like that versus, you know, doing it with a keyboard and mouse or whatever. But either way, I have to do Pac-Man, right? I don't think I can go to an arcade without doing Pac-Man, especially if they have it. Let's see, one of these coins, which one should I do? Those ones remind me a lot of the ones I did as a kid. These ones not as much. So let's try this one, shall we? So I think the way that this works is that you gotta hit it, I think, somehow. So when I shoot, oh, it puts one out, I see. And you can change the shooting direction. Oh, that's cool. So that changes the shooting arm in here, and then you can adjust it to where you want it. So maybe I want it to go right there, and maybe I hit it now. that might push a few off. And then you have multiple levels where you actually would have to kick it off. I don't know how many times it lets you do it. That one was a bad shot. There we go. Oh, there's a few coins that came out. I want to make sure I don't forget my card here. Tickets have been added to your card, 20. And then you can tap to play again. I don't know how many times it lets me do this. Of course, we have some of these other tokens that I'm not sure what they do, and there's also this huge stack, which will take some time to get to where you can actually use it. Oh, there went some more coins. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the old coin pushers that I would do a long time ago. But yeah. Now we're up to 24, I guess. I'm used to collecting tickets, man. In the day when I was younger, the way that these machines would work is they'd actually dispense physical paper tickets. These days, they just stick it on the card. So that works. That is actually a better way of keeping track of your tickets. I do wonder how that works, though. I just not used to this process. It's different. All right, so this one, I have a feeling this one probably doesn't move, but maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how many points I have left. I have played some version, I believe, of Asphalt, but of course it's probably not the arcade version. I believe I did one time, a long time ago. It's been a very long time. Gosh, there's so many cool games here. There really are. Alright, so I want to try this claw. There we go. Alright, how do we do this? Looks like joystick, and I drop it where I want it. So let's say, maybe I want that one right there in the very front. That's as far as I'll go. Oop, hit the glass there. So we got the crane positioned right above this 1500er. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'll be successful. Whoa. Okay, well, it didn't pick up the 1500, but we got 100. We could probably do it one more time and do it again, but I think I gotta scan the card again for that. That's all right, I'm gonna go with that. So we got 100 tickets. I almost got the 15, but it slipped off the crane, but I'll take it. That's 100 tickets that I can use for something else. Looks like these little claws kind of have a similar idea where you can get a lot more tickets at one go. I like the big one though. The big one was fun, actually.
We scan your player card.
Okay.
So you already have 44 points. Then we scan this for those points. Now you have 100.
Okay. That's easy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's real easy.
Yeah. And then it just goes over.
All right, cool. So really quickly, I'd like to just kind of show a little bit of what you actually can get price-wise with your tickets. So they do have all kinds of things right here in the front that are kind of various different, toys, trinkets, and stuff like that. But they actually do have an Xbox there. Let's see, I don't know if I have enough for skee-ball. It's enough to do some skee-ball too. Yes, it is. All right, we're gonna do some skee-ball. Well, ice ball, sorry. This one is called ice ball. That was a bad throw. That was a bad throw. I need to throw it harder. There we go. Hit 4,000. Oh gosh, that is a rough front throw. All right, 1,000. I'll take it. Another 1,000. I'll take it. Oh no, that was a wild one. right, got one more ball. Well, that's another 1,000. I like how it actually says insert the coins into the slot and then push the start button. For me, I didn't even have to hit start. And I don't see a spot for coins at this point, which makes sense because they do have these card scanner. But I do like the nice touch, nice tease of how it normally would function. Normally this one would absolutely have coins, but they had to convert it to match their system. It's pretty easy to spend some time in here. I did a game like this once a long time ago. You have no idea how bad I want to do hockey, but I don't have another player. So unfortunately I can't do it right now. I could do it with myself, but that's boring. I'd win every time. All right, so I have no idea how much the balance is on this card. This is gonna be a coin flip as to whether I do this weird standing one. Oh, I do, look at that. All right, we're gonna set this up right here. On this device, I found myself actually taking a stance that I naturally would take on something like a scooter or skateboard for that matter, where I put one foot pretty much right in front of the other. Of course, in this case, it's not that narrow of a deck, so I was able to not have to like put my feet literally back to back or something like that. But I've ridden enough scooters over my life to know that generally that's the way you handle something like this. And of course, I also kept my knees bent, but also not keeping my knees tight because at this point, I was 95% certain this thing was going to be moving and I wanted to not be locked into a certain position. All right, so this thing is more of like a skating one. God, I almost have like I don't know how to describe it. It's weird to not have the ground under my feet moving. They actually have like a cooling fan that blows in your face for this one, which is crazy. I did not see that one coming. That's just so cool. Everything about all these games right here is so cool. I'm not going to do this one today, but they actually do have VR ones. This one's kind of a classic, right? I guess we could try to do it here. Do I have enough? Yep. I have 18 points remaining. Let's try it. Bounce back. Hit 50. If I hit it a little less hard, it probably would have hit closer to the top, but that may or may not have been better. I don't know. Maybe a little bit, because if you hit the bonus, that's 1,000. I don't know how this one works, so we're gonna find out. I'd rather right side. Okay, so I guess I gotta hit it in there. All right, does it?
Oh, their way again. Oh, brilliant!
It did not accept that. That was funny. I gotta hit it just right, I guess. There we go. Now it's gonna come over there. Can I do? That one's. Uh-oh, well now we got two of them.
Good style.
There we go.
Please kick all balls into the goal.
Let's see. Do I got any more? Is that one might be the last one? Oh, there it is. Oh, we're at the end of the time. But I gotta kick it in.
The game is over.
We'll kick it in anyway. If it will. We gotta kick it in so. Come on. I gotta kick it in so I can go back into the game. There we go. I like that a little bit. That actually gives you some motion, some movement. I think if I didn't have my camera in my hand, it would be just that much easier to do it the right way. But it's different. So as far as I understood, they were gonna do an arch originally, but they ended up just doing these standing balloons, which works. It works. It gets the point across and it matches the color scheme of the space itself. That was definitely completely different though, to go in there. Like that actually is an experience that is different from anything I've seen. There are definitely many things in there that are similar to other arcades, even the big ones, but there's definitely things in here that I have not seen anywhere else before until now. So I do gotta give it to Tilt. That was actually really, really cool. Genuinely, I think one thing I wouldn't mind is if one day I could actually visit some of the other Tilts. There are other Tilt arcades that are way bigger than this that have like bowling alleys and all kinds of stuff like that. Have a good day. That have bowling alleys and laser tag and things like that I wouldn't mind actually seeing them with my own eyes. But of course, I'm sure many of the games will probably be somewhat similar. There might be more games than some of them.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
You need a heavier puck. I like a little bit.
This is classic for me. Whoa! I do want to give a shout out to my channel members that should be listed somewhere in this area to support the journey, make videos like this easier to make. And until next time, peace out. So the one thing I will say, now that these go-karts are free and whatever, these karts are very similar in feel in comparison to what I would expect from an actual go-kart. I feel like going on an actual go-kart track, the go-karts usually are just a tad bigger for the adults, but either way, it's still a very similar vibe of actually riding an actual go-kart, and the vibrations and movements definitely take it to another level.